Good morning, good evening and good afternoon. It is time for stamp collecting fun. This is Peter reporting for duty as always, and what have we got here? What's going on here? Well, George seems to have got himself stuck in a stamp box. The stamp box collecting fun, and the stamps hither and thither. And his missus says always use tweezers. Otherwise probably you disturb and destroy the stamps. So the mouse is there watching, and of course his missus has got the tweezers out and is using those. So what am I going to do today? Well, I thought I'd have another look inside the big box. And what I'm going to do is I've made a decision. First of all these stay in here. So all of these enveloped envelope stamps remain in here, but I will go through them, and any that I need for my own collection, I'll keep these as a collection in themselves, in other words. But if there are stamps in here that I need or desire, if they're the precious for my own collection that I've got ongoing, I will inch them out and add them to mine, but mostly leaving that which I don't. So everything in here remains as it should be. Yeah, so I thought I'd have a look at an envelope today and see if I can take anything out of any that I can use. Early commemorative duplicates here. British. Ooh, that's a big old boy. Duplicate British commemoratives. Other things are here. What's this? What have we got here? British again. On paper. I quite like these. I might actually have a little look through these. Keep them separate, and then we've got a lot of stuff on paper here. It's just gathered, and it's so exciting, and it's so fantastic to see. Look at that, and I love, yeah, all the things are there. Yeah, so someone's had a good delivery somewhere and has moved it on to yours truly. And it is my duty to go through it all. We'll replace these now back, and we'll have a look at those stamps on paper here. Not all, just some. The beauty about stamps is you can get overloaded with stamps, a lot of stamps, and it suddenly becomes overwhelming, and before you know it, you've got about 10 videos to come out of one pile. So, what we'll do is we'll tip out a few and see if there's any that I can actually use for my own collections. Okay, UK stamps on paper. I am not against those on paper, because I think, you can soak them off and the stamp becomes a stamp in its own right without any paper to it. Or you can actually mount, if you can mount them on the back, knowing that you can soak them at a later date. So you can put a bit of gum. So I purchased this. Put a bit of gum on the back of it in order to mount it, and it doesn't destroy the stamp any more than if you were to say soak it. You know what I mean, you're just taking off the paper. So what have we got here? Is there anything that I can... Do I want to start another collection of... Oh, no. But that's one of Lady Di, 1961 to 1997, so this commemorates her death, I would say. Princess of Wales. And another one. A Christmas stamp. I'll keep that out for my Christmas collection. Another lady die. A coat of arms stamp. Edward III Griffin, that is, apparently, and the Lion of England. Well, here we have an interesting stamp. Who is this person? He is Sir Henry Wood. Probably a musician. I don't know. Tortoises. Charles Darwin, of course. Yeah. Good stamp. We saw one of these yesterday with the disability set, so here is one of them again. Assistant's dog. 1, 2 becomes 1, 1 becomes 2. Well, there's 1, there's 2. What have we got here? It looks like some sort of abbey. A church. Don't know. That one has beaten me. Acid Rain. Pass on your postcode. So it's a fairly early stamp when Acid Rain was a thing. It seems to be less of a thing these days. Yeah. And here we have Enid Blyton's Noddy. A child reading the book, looking at Big Ears and Noddy. Here we have a religious type stamp. William Morgan, so it's Welsh. 1588, when he translated the Bible from English into Welsh, or yes, from English into Welsh. So translator of the first complete Bible into Welsh language, into the language of heaven. I think it was from St. Asaph. Here we have another of the coat of arms. This time it's the dog and the dragon, which is interesting. More lady dies. Princess Di. Princess Diana. Princess of Wales. So there seems to be a Welsh theme maybe here. Although she wasn't Welsh, of course. Here we've got William Caxton, who founded the printing press. This is a 1976 stamp. So it's a 500-year anniversary of his birth or death. But a great man who allows us to look at stamps today. It all starts with something, doesn't it? And I'm not saying it started with him, but yeah, without printing we would have no stamps. Industry year. Here we have not many Christmas stamps or other thematics that I'm capturing at the minute, but here we have a nice stamp. Ultrasonic imaging. Science. Science. Here we have that chap again. Henry Wood, Sir Henry. Lady Di. What's this? This is interesting. Dark and mysterious. Sherlock Holmes and Sir Henry, the Hound of the Baskervilles. It's a great stamp. Silver Jubilee stamp. Nottingham Council. Horse Guards. Ooh, this is an arty stamp because it says the School of Art, Glasgow 1990, European City of Culture. So I'm going to keep that out with my other art stamps that I found yesterday in the box, in this particular, in the Hush Puppy box. Have I got them? Yes, I have. Actually, yes. That goes with it. So, School of Art, Glasgow makes 3. Continue. Here we have another Lady Di. This is quite an iconic picture of her. And here we have Sir Rowland Hill, founder of stamps, the daddy of stampers of philately. It would make a nice little collection, wouldn't it? A nice little display. All these Princess Diana. Yeah. Also we've got... Britain does do interesting stamps. Here's a Civil War stamp. Fought between the forces of the King and Parliament. The parliamentarians won, obviously. Discovered very quickly that they were better off with the King, and brought his son back. Yes. Here we have another Gilbert and Sullivan, the Gondoliers. Beautiful stamp, that. Lovely colours. Lady Di, I'm going to just put those there as given. Here we have an Edinburgh Council. An era, maybe. So from one country to another, not sure where that is. Coat of arms, more. So the Lion and the Vale of Beaufort and the Line of Mortimer. Mortimer being Welsh, obviously, the marches. Here we have a military type, Young Boys Brigade, Lady Di, Lady Di, Lady Di. It could be a Lady Di. What have we got here? I'm not sure what that is, but it's the year 2003. Don't know. And then finally, a second class. Could this be a Christmassy one? Well, it is 10th of December, so I suspect it is, but there's no writing on it to say it is. It looks like some sort of, you know, Christmas tree effect. So I'm gonna take that as a Christmas stamp. So out of these, we've had two, and I think I've got any number of these, but this I don't think I have, certainly not in my collection, which is mounted. So these two, I may trim this a little bit actually, tidy it up a bit, and then stick it with this, stick the back of it, and you know, whenever my collection is passed on, whenever I step into the next room, you know, someone is then able to sort of soak off the stamp still, despite this being stuck. You know what I mean. So, call me a pagan, call me a heathen, but that's what I'll be doing. So I've had, you could say with this one here, I've had 3 stamps out of a pinch. I've still got a lot, which I may go through later and do another envelope on another occasion to see what we can have. What am I going to do with these? Do they go back in here? Or do they have to be kept to one side? It's difficult, isn't it? Because I'm running out of a bit of space. Maybe I need another box. We're going to need a bigger box. Okay, that's it for today. A route through, a root and tootin', highfalutin route through that box of Hush Puppy stamps. Hope you're having a fantastic day. It's my sinuses are bad, really bad in the night, and rainy weather today. I wonder if that's got something to do with this. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for all your likes, and I'll try and get back to you, but I'll do my best anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye for now. Bye.